rather than running around looking for the news of the day and whatnot. I'm still going to do that, though. I'm still going to roll through all the websites I use to search and whatnot and give you guys information if there's anything that's pertinent while the Rangers are playing the Kings. Excuse me. And as scintillating as the Rangers and the Kings are, and they're arguing over whether something's a goal or not, and I'm surprised the referee's not just going over going, look, you guys, you're both in the tank, and we were told by the NHL to just hurry this game up and get it over with. Anyways, I wanted to give you guys 10 truths of THG videos, 10 styles of THG videos, and I wanted to wear my Dwight Schrute false shirt for the first time ever for you guys, because there are people who are going to say that what I'm saying is false, because that's sort of the way the internet works. Focus. The camera hates all the white space. And probably Dwight Schrute. It's probably part of it too. And I wanted to throw people off. They were going to be like, wait, Shannon's not wearing a jersey. No. So 10 truths of my videos. Number 10. I misspeak. I might be mispronouncing a name. I might be getting a team name wrong. And it, because of the way that I film, it happens. It slips through. And it is one of those things that I stressed about at one point, and now I'm sort of like, yeah, it happens. And it used to be, that I would misspeak when I was with people, and I recognize it, or they'd say something like, "Wait, what did you just say?" And I go, "Yeah, I screwed that up." Because of the way that I film, I don't have anybody standing there waving an arm at me and going, "That was wrong. What did you just say?" And I go, "Wait, what the hell did I just say?" So it happens. At 9. We're looking at moving. One of the reasons that I want to move is because I want to have 2 sets. I want to have a hockey set and I want to have an entertainment set. I have some fantastic fun stuff for an entertainment set. And Yvonne and I were looking at listings for houses locally this morning. And we have a good feeling that we'll be able to find a new place relatively soon. I'm thinking maybe even during the winter. Because it's cramped. And I'll get into why. But I have a second channel called The Entertainment Guy. We talk about movies on there. I was talking about the NFL, but the view counts on the NFL videos were really nosediving, and I thought, you know what, those videos don't really fit in with a lot of the other stuff. WWE I can qualify as entertainment because the E is entertainment, right? But yeah, so I talk about WWE. Yvonne and I went and saw Halloween the other night. We reviewed it on there. We review movies on there. We have fun with it. Because we have completely different movie tastes, so it's entertaining. And that's why I'm throwing that in there. Number 8. There's 31 teams in the NHL. I do my best to cover all of them. So this is a video more for newcomers to the channel or people who browse through. I do my best to cover everything and everybody. And it can be exhausting. There are days where, like today, hockey starts at 12:30 in the afternoon. I thought it started at 9:30 or 10 this morning. Good thing it didn't. But it runs until 10 o'clock tonight. And there isn't really any time in between. So regular TV shows that I'd watch for the Entertainment Guy, I really don't get to watch them until the off season for the NHL. So I try to cover all 31 teams. I try to give as much information on all 31 teams as I can. It's a challenge for one person to do it, but I do my best. And that's part of the reason why the channel came into existence, is that I felt like media, whether it's in the States, it's in Canada, Europe, wherever you are, it's going to skew towards certain teams and certain players. I want to give everybody the same amount of airtime. It's almost impossible to do it, but I do my best. At number 6, or number 7, so I own some jerseys. I don't need to get into how many. Honestly, I don't really know right now. There are some jerseys that I'm moving out of the collection. There are some jerseys that are upstairs that once we've moved and I've got a full-sized set, I can have 2 racks, and I'm going to have so much fun organizing that. I really, in a literal sense, have no way of properly organizing the jerseys like I want to right now. I'd love to go by team. That doesn't work. I'd love to go by brand. That doesn't work. And for various reasons. So I have some, and it's part of the brand of the channel, really. Is that if I'm going to report on a team, I want to make sure that I've got gear, and I want to make sure I have more than one jersey for each team, so that it's not the same jersey every time. So, that's part of it. Number 6. I have a wife who I love very much, and she's really sort of awesome. And she sneezes a lot. It's in. I know, and it happens regularly in videos. And if you hear her sneeze in the background, it's her. And if it's not very loud, it's because she's been on the couch and she's gone as far away as she can, and you hear it. Part of the thing with getting a bigger house is, um, it would allow the family to sort of breathe because we live in a very small place. And when I'm doing videos, everybody kind of has to be church quiet, which can be stressful on days where I'm doing a ton of videos or I'm doing the long videos. And it makes it stressful for the long videos because of one factor. Um, because I see comments on my preview videos when they're really early in the morning. I don't do mornings. My body doesn't like to wake up. So I have a runny nose every morning. I have watery eyes every morning. Part of it might be that our bedroom's cold at night, but we sleep better when it's cold. So my head's not really clear when I start doing the preview videos in the mornings a lot of the time. So I get comments about it, and it's because I just woke up. I just woke up, and I'm not 100% awake. I do my preview boards I try to do the night before. So I just get up in the morning, grab the board while I'm half asleep, throw it up on here, start the camera, I'm like, all right, we're all good to go. And I probably woke up within 5 minutes of when I start that video. Because I want to get that out of the way. I want to post it as quickly as possible so that you guys get a chance to see it, whether it's on break at work or on lunch at school or right after, whatever time zone you're in, whatever your deal is. I want you to be able to get the preview videos. And I like to get those videos out of the way in the morning so that I can do some other stuff too. At 4, and this is part of the reason why all that other stuff gets in there. Yeah, I do one take. And there are times where I do a video that's 15-20 minutes and something happens, whether it's a cat fight, and there's been cat fights at my feet. No, that footage doesn't exist online somewhere. I didn't upload it for Patreon or anything. Every now and then Yvonne says, you should upload that to Patreon. People find that really funny. I'm like, no. But there are times where, something will happen or a kid will scream in the background and it's like, seriously? Now I got to start over. So I go back and I start it all over again. Now, if it's frustrating me, I'll actually, the closest I get to venting, after looking at whatever the source was and going, thanks, I will actually do take 2, take 3, take 4, and then when I upload it, if you see me going, take 4, that means I am ready to go have some drinks and just forget the day ever existed. But I try to make sure it's in one take. I don't do the whole editing, post-editing, all of the fancy stuff, because how this channel got to almost 65,000 subscribers is by me not doing it. And I feel like if I fall in line and I do what all the other YouTube channels do, it will take away from what I've been able to do. And not only that, but with the amount of videos that I produce, if I'm then doing all of the post-production as well, and I'm doing all of this other editing, it's going to mean that all day I'm just doing this, and I'm never going to get a break, and it would lead to me just having a lot of days where I just say forget it. I understand that at some points it has slowed the growth of the channel. I totally get that, but I've just stayed true to the vision I had 2.5 years ago when this started to take off. Number 3, and I've already mentioned this a couple times in the video, but I want to make this clear. I am completely beholden to you fine people. I work from home. This is my job. This is what I do. I am not in Jake Paul, Logan Paul territory. I don't have that kind of money. I will never have that kind of following or that kind of money. I make no illusions of that, and I have no delusions about it. And I think because I'm older than, I would say, 90% of YouTubers that do this as a job, I'm older than most. I appreciate it a lot. I did 20 years of crap jobs. I did 20 years of working various assembly line jobs and call centers and retail, and I've done a lot, and I've done my share of overtime, working weekends, and all that crap. So I completely appreciate the setup that I have here. That's why I don't mind doing videos 7 days a week, because honestly, I've worked hard my whole life. I've really busted my hump to get here, And I want to make sure that for people who subscribe and tune in every day, that they're getting what they pay for. And I mean that in terms of your time is worth money. So even if you're just watching videos and you're not spending anything to do it, it's still your time. And your time is worth money. So I view it that way, and I take it very seriously. It allows a lot of things to open up for me that wouldn't have before. And this really became a reality, I'll say August of last year, when we went down to Oregon to watch the eclipse. We watched the total solar eclipse. We had to drive quite a ways to see it. And in that moment where, I'm surrounded by people and the sky goes dark, and I'm experiencing this, and I realized I had to lie to my work about why I wasn't going into work that day. I told them I needed the day off. They said no. So I called in. And I realized in that moment that for us to build, and for me to move forward with what I'm building here, I kind of had to get out of that, because my workplace was never going to accommodate this. Ever. And it wouldn't have mattered how much money I was or wasn't making, how much time it did or didn't take. They were not going to accommodate, and they don't have to. My workplace did not have to accommodate me at all. I completely understood that. Number 2. A lot of people ask, so if you're new to the channel, I make a majority of the magnets. When the magnets started showing up, Yvonne was making them. These ones here are from, and you'll notice there's a layer on them. They've basically got the equivalent of like a craft glue over top, so they won't wear out, so they won't get scratched up. These are over a year old now. Yvonne made these using, we have like these giant Kinder eggs at Easter, which have Stanley Cup related material in them. Let me, one sec. Okay, here's the one from this past Easter, which is still sitting and waiting to be done. These are all the, this is what the magnets come from. They come from this. So Yvonne cuts these out, and this is just nothing. There's nothing to this. This rips really, really easy, and it's very, very thin. So she'll cut these out, glue them onto cardboard, and then put the craft glue over top of them, and then you end up with that. But the ones that are more recent, like this, I ordered these on eBay and then threw magnets on the back of them after gluing them to cardboard. I make the magnets, because I always see people saying, "Where do you get them?" I make them. And I order any set of stickers from anywhere, as long as it's all 31 teams is the ideal. For instance, my board for that's the scoreboard. So when a team scores a goal, I grab one of these, and there you go. And I've tried to have 9 of every team. I don't know why I'm only with 5 of San Jose, because I had 8. What I like with these small ones, Vegas. Vegas is very hard to find. A lot of the ones that I order, there's 30 teams. There's no Vegas. So I'm still looking for more and more of the tiny Vegas or Vegas magnets that are in this size. For instance, I made this last week. I made this last week. And that is from a decal. Sorry, my Canadian's showing again. It's from a decal that I got in Vegas in July. And I just made a magnet out of it last week. I was digging through my stuff, and I'm like, oh, crap. Part of the reason why I'm finally saying, yeah, we need to find a new place is just there's so much stuff I have here that needs to be categorized and put together to make it so that I can get videos done faster, and so that I can have a bigger display behind me. It's got to happen sooner rather than later. And number 1 on a list of 10 things to watch for in videos of mine, or just, behind-the-scenes knowledge. Man, my sarcasm comes out like last night. And Sidney Crosby scores a 5th goal because he's a jerk. No. Like, I think Sidney Crosby's a jerk? No, he's one of the greatest players of any generation. He is arguably one of the top 10 players in the history of the game. He's not a jerk. And I don't think he's a crybaby either. I don't. I get why he gets upset about things. I get why he complains. I don't have a problem with it. So, sarcasm. And I see people take comments I make seriously, and I'm like, oh, I didn't mean it like that. Crap. And there are times where I'll say something, and I'll look over, and I'll see my wife just look at me going, because she knows. She's like, you shouldn't have said that. Or before I do a video, I'll actually start talking to her. I'll be like, do you think I should say this? And she's like, no. Do you think I should say this? Do you think people would get that I was kidding? She's like, no. So yeah, there are people who still don't get it. But it's okay. I'm okay with that. There you go. 10 things to look for in a THG video. 10 behind the scenes. I guess behind the scenes, kind of just knowledge things for people who might be new to the channel, or for people who have been watching my videos for a while and wondering about certain things. And these are the 10 truths of THG. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video and you're looking for some hockey stuff to listen to. And again, if you want to watch stuff about whatever, TV, music, whatever, and I'm going to put together soon my list of 100 greatest videos of all time. I've got a list put together, but I'm scared because I know as soon as I start the list, then I'm going to find a list somewhere and I'm going to be like, oh, I forgot these ones. So I want to make sure it's definitive. And Yvonne and I have our list of our favorite horror movies of all time. Or, I'm sorry, Halloween movies of all time. For me, it's going to be horror movies. For her, it's probably going to be musicals and that kind of thing. Because we have completely different tastes. So I've got a list of 20. She's got a list of 20. We do not know each other's list of 20. So when we shoot the video again in one take, it will be a surprise to her and to me what is on her lists. And I really doubt there's going to be much crossover at all. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are awesome. I'm going to continue to watch the Rangers and the Kings in a rematch of the 2014 Stanley Cup, now known as the Jack Hughes Cup. But thank you guys. And Detroit fans are like, no, we're in the Jack Hughes Cup. Vancouver's not ruled out yet. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. It's sarcasm. I got to watch it. I will talk to you guys again soon.